This is the CitizenLink report.
If you find our insights helpful, would you support our video efforts? $500 buys an hour of studio time. And we usually don't use a whole hour, but it covers the crew, lights, cameras, all that. That means your gift of $25 or more goes a long ways. Just click on donate. Thanks from all of us. This simple cross is way out in the Mojave Desert, but it's a symbol of how to win for religious freedom. This is the CitizenLink report. I'm Stuart Shepard, and you may notice we're not in our usual place. Our friends with Focus on the Family, the group that we're a public policy affiliate of, are working on putting together the date night challenge during our recording time for this. And since our cameras were out here, we thought, we'll just come out and enjoy the big stage. This is where we have chapel every month here at Focus on the Family and CitizenLink. But tonight they'll be talking marriage. But let's talk about the issue of the day. I've got Erin Liu on webcam. She's an attorney with Liberty Institute. That's the group that fought for and won on behalf of that cross in the Mojave Desert. Hi, Erin.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I appreciate your making some time for us today. Tell us a little bit about what happened on Veterans Day.
Sure. Well, on Veterans Day, we had a great victory. We actually rededicated the cross. It was erected that morning, and we had a huge ceremony. The veterans came out, and so it was a great way to honor our veterans and just celebrate that this cross is now back up after a 13-year battle. And
it was a big deal to go out there for an event because it's not close to anything, I understand.
No, it's out in the middle of the desert. It's actually a 1.6 million acre desert preserve, and it's very hard to get to. But a lot of people came out, there was a lot of news attention, and so we were just very thankful for the turnout and thankful for the attention this cross got.
Now this is the latest version of a cross that's been in that location for many, many years that brought about a court challenge. I want to give you a chance to share the backstory. Share what the challenge has been for this cross out literally in the middle of nowhere.
Well, sure. Well, in 2001, the ACLU brought a lawsuit on behalf of an individual who said that if he went out in the desert, he may see this cross and may be offended. And so this battle's been going on, like I said, for 13 years. It made its way all the way up to the United States Supreme Court, and that's very significant because the Supreme Court only takes a few cases, about 80 cases every year, and thousands of cases or thousands of individuals asked the Supreme Court to hear different cases. And so the fact that this case was taken by the Supreme Court was a very big deal, very significant. The Supreme Court ruled that there's a way the cross can stay. And so after that victory, there was a few more small legal battles, but just finally on Veterans Day, we were able to erect the cross again, and it's now back up, and it's, like I said, a huge victory.
And my understanding is it allowed Congress had voted to give an acre plot of land to the VFW. Is that how this worked out?
That's correct. So the cross was originally on public land, and that was why this legal battle started. And so Congress voted to have a land swap. And so the caretaker of the cross, his name is Henry Sandoz, he actually owns some land in the desert, and he told Congress, well, hey, I'll switch my land for some public land, and then by that land swap, the cross is able to sit on private land. And that's kind of was some of the later developments of the lawsuits.
Now, for the rest of us, that would seem like a very practical, logical, simple solution, but the ACLU did not like that and tried to stop the swap.
That's correct, and a lower court agreed with the ACLU and said that land swap was impermissible, and that land swap then went up to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court said that that land swap could be permissible.
Let's talk about how what happened in this case informs other religious freedom cases around the country. What did we learn from this, and how can it help others who are fighting for their freedom?
Sure, we learned that if religious liberty is threatened, always stand up for your rights, and there are groups like Liberty Institute who will back you. We have a great record. We win over 99% of our cases, and so we will represent you for free. And so if you ever are having your religious liberty threatened, give us a call. We would love to assist you. Also, another lesson is that these types of crosses are permissible. You can honor veterans using religious imagery, and so it's great that we have that precedent moving forward.
I want to give you a chance, you've done this a little already, but I want to give you a chance to speak directly to the folks who are watching, to give your encouragement if they're in a position where their religious rights are being threatened, what your encouragement and affirmation is to them and how they should proceed.
Sure. Well, the law is behind you. There are great protections for religious liberty. Our Constitution protects it. There's also federal law and a lot of state law that protects religious liberty. And so if you feel like your religious liberty is under attack, please call our organization. We're libertyinstitute.org. and we would love to hear more about your case and to assist you.
All right. Erin Lou, thank you for making time for us today. We appreciate the work you do there.
Thank you for having me on.
All right. And thanks to all of you who drop in and watch our videos each week. We always love hearing from you. You may write to us at mail@citizenlink.com. You can share your questions, your comments, your criticisms. We're open to all of that. And also we encourage you to pray for the folks who stood up and fought for that cross in the Mojave Desert. Kelly Shackelford heads up Liberty Institute. Hiram Sasser was also very involved in that case, and you just met Erin. Pray for them as they fight for our freedoms around the country. And remember, stand tall and be heard.